Have you ever noticed that some young women are naturally drawn to older men? At first glance, it might seem puzzling. Society often assumes attraction is purely based on looks, wealth, or superficial traits. But the reality is far more complex. Age alone is rarely the driving factor. Instead, it's a combination of emotional resonance, life experience, and psychological presence that older men tend to carry. For many young women, being with a man who is older can feel safe, grounding, and oddly exciting at the same time. It's not about seeking control or a provider in the traditional sense. It's about responding to energy, stability, and maturity, qualities that are often absent in younger men. From a psychological perspective, women are wired to detect emotional competence and subtle leadership. When they encounter these traits in an older man, it triggers a strong attraction that goes beyond the superficial. This attraction isn't accidental. It reflects deeper psychological patterns, shaped by experience, social cues, and subconscious preferences. Emotional security, confidence, and the ability to navigate life with calm decisiveness can signal to a young woman that a man is capable of providing not just safety, but a stimulating and fulfilling connection. Throughout this video, we will explore the hidden reasons behind this dynamic, looking at both the female perspective and the masculine traits that inspire desire. By understanding these factors, you'll see that age isn't a limitation. It's an amplifier of qualities that women find compelling. Emotional stability, what young women secretly crave. One of the most consistent reasons young women feel attracted to older men is emotional stability. Younger men, while vibrant and exciting, often carry the emotional turbulence of someone still discovering themselves. They might be impulsive, reactive, or inconsistent, leaving women unconsciously searching for calm in the storm. Older men, having navigated relationships, careers, and personal growth, often radiate a sense of inner equilibrium. From a psychological standpoint, women are particularly sensitive to emotional signals. They can sense when a man is grounded or erratic within minutes of interaction. Emotional stability communicates reliability, protection, and a subconscious signal that this man can handle challenges without fear or overreaction. For many young women, this stability is deeply attractive because it reduces anxiety and fosters trust, creating a safe environment where curiosity and desire can flourish. It's important to note that emotional stability isn't about being emotionless. It's about emotional intelligence, the ability to manage feelings, communicate effectively, and respond thoughtfully rather than reactively. Women perceive these traits as evidence of wisdom and maturity, which increases their subconscious sense of connection. Emotional stability also allows for deeper emotional intimacy, because a young woman can express vulnerability without fear of judgment or instability. The attraction to emotional stability is biological as well. Studies show that women often seek partners who can provide consistency and resilience, which translates into both psychological and physical security. This doesn't mean younger men can't offer similar qualities. It's simply that, over time, older men have usually refined these skills, making them instantly perceptible and highly attractive. Confidence and presence, the magnetic energy of older men. Confidence is another magnetic quality that often draws younger women to older men. But it's not the flashy, ego-driven confidence seen in youth. It's quiet, grounded, and self-assured. This type of confidence communicates experience, reliability, and the ability to navigate life's complexities without stress. When a man walks into a room with this energy, women notice, not just consciously, but subconsciously. Presence plays a major role here. Older men tend to listen more than they speak, observe before reacting, and convey attentiveness that younger men may not yet have mastered. This level of presence makes a young woman feel seen, heard, and valued, which ignites emotional attraction. It's subtle but powerful. She senses a man who doesn't need validation from others and who is comfortable in his own skin. From a masculine perspective, this quiet confidence is a product of experience and reflection. Life has taught him to manage stress, handle rejection, and cultivate patience. Unlike younger men who may overcompensate for insecurity, an older man's calm demeanor signals maturity, reliability, and competence, qualities that naturally trigger desire and respect. Psychologically, women respond to this type of confidence because it reduces emotional uncertainty. A partner who projects stability and purpose activates feelings of security and curiosity simultaneously. This combination is compelling because it satisfies both the need for emotional safety and the desire for a stimulating, experienced partner. The psychology of protection and wisdom. Beyond stability and confidence, older men often possess a subtle combination of protective instinct and life wisdom that younger men are still developing. Protection here doesn't mean controlling behavior. It means a capacity to safeguard emotional well-being, make informed decisions, and offer guidance when needed. Women subconsciously detect wisdom through body language, tone of voice, and interaction patterns. A man who can remain calm under stress, who can provide perspective in challenging situations, and who communicates thoughtfully signals that he is capable of managing complex life situations. This is deeply attractive because it reassures a young woman that she is with someone who can navigate both the highs and lows of life. Wisdom also manifests in decision-making. Older men often demonstrate prioritization, foresight, and consideration, which can be interpreted as emotional leadership. Young women, who are still exploring their own independence and desires, naturally respond to this guidance, finding it comforting and inspiring. They're drawn not only to the protective qualities, but also to the mental and emotional clarity that comes with experience. Interestingly, this attraction isn't purely rational. Evolutionarily, women are wired to seek partners who provide security, stability, and insight, not just for survival, but for emotional development. An older man who demonstrates these traits effectively fulfills multiple subconscious criteria for desirable long-term companionship, even if the relationship is short-term or primarily emotional. Beyond age, emotional maturity as the real trigger. As men age, their emotional energy evolves. It becomes less about proving themselves or competing for attention, and more about presence, consistency, and emotional mastery. This shift is subtle but palpable, and it's one of the strongest triggers for attraction in young women. Younger men may be impulsive or reactive, but older men have typically learned to regulate their emotions, maintain composure, and respond thoughtfully. Women can detect this almost immediately. It's not a conscious observation, but a feeling. His calm energy signals strength without aggression, assurance without arrogance, and that combination is magnetic. The mature man's energy is also erotic in a different way. It's slow-burning, mentally stimulating, and emotionally resonant. He doesn't need to rush or dominate. He seduces through his ability to listen, observe, and respond with intention. Every gesture, glance, or word carries meaning, creating tension, curiosity, and emotional attachment. Neuroscience suggests that women respond to this presence with increased release of oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin, creating sensations of safety, comfort, and desire simultaneously. Emotional attraction becomes intertwined with subconscious feelings of trust, making the connection feel intense yet effortless. Presence and calmness also allow women to explore their own emotions freely. They feel comfortable being vulnerable, expressive, and authentic, something younger men's energy may not always allow. The mature man provides a container for emotional exploration, which strengthens attachment and deepens desire. Ultimately, the allure isn't about age. It's about energy shaped by experience, stability, wisdom, confidence, and emotional maturity combined to create a magnetic presence that resonates with younger women at both a conscious and subconscious level. Security, leadership, and confidence. Beyond emotional maturity, younger women are also drawn to men who exude security and leadership. This doesn't mean controlling or authoritarian behavior. It's about a natural ability to guide, protect, and inspire confidence. Older men have typically navigated professional challenges, personal setbacks, and complex social situations. These experiences cultivate self-assurance and decision-making clarity. Women sense this subtly through the way a man moves, speaks, and interacts, often interpreting it as authority without arrogance. Security is attractive because it reduces uncertainty. Young women may find themselves drawn to men who can handle stress gracefully, manage conflict effectively, and remain composed when others panic. This type of reliability creates a safe, emotional space where they feel free to express themselves authentically. Leadership, in this context, isn't about dominance. It's about emotional guidance and grounded energy. A man who demonstrates foresight, consideration, and patience provides stability, which strengthens attraction and trust simultaneously. Women often feel mentally stimulated and emotionally nurtured in such presence, which fosters a deeper, more lasting connection. Confidence acts as a multiplier for these qualities. Unlike youthful bravado, mature confidence is subtle yet unmistakable. It is reflected in calm body language, measured speech, and the ability to act without seeking validation. For women, this communicates competence, reliability, and desirability on multiple levels: emotional, psychological, and even subconscious. In the end, attraction between younger women and older men isn't about age. It's about the qualities that age brings. Emotional stability, maturity, confidence, wisdom, and presence all signal security, insight, and reliability. For men, this means that cultivating these traits can make a significant difference in how they are perceived, regardless of age. For women, understanding why they feel drawn to older men can help them recognize patterns in attraction and emotional needs. The key takeaway is that age is not the driver. Energy, experience, and emotional intelligence are. True connection comes from presence, understanding, and respect, not just physical appearance or superficial traits. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to subscribe to Seduce with Success, hit the like button, and share it with anyone who wants to understand the psychology of attraction on a deeper level.